A new chapter this week in the back and forth over a Springfield High School quarterback's eligibility.
Springfield Public Schools is appealing the decision from a Greene County judge to let Kylan Mabins play football after transferring from Kickapoo to Glendale earlier this year. Color 10's Parker Padgett is live in Springfield, speaking to those on both sides of the ongoing lawsuit.
Yeah, attorneys for Mabins say this is a ridiculous move considering that Judge Derek Ankram's ruling was based in part on testimony from SPS employees. Now, school district officials tell me that they're challenging the judge, saying this case is bigger than just the Mabins family.
We believe that the judgment needs to be challenged because of the implications if left unchallenged and if it were to stand. It is about the ability of student athletics and activities to be fairly governed across the entire state of Missouri.
Misha and SPS ruled that Mabins transferred from Kickapoo to Glendale strictly for football reasons. Mabins says the move was due to racial discrimination and a toxic culture at Kickapoo, something SPS denies.
It's very important that I strongly defend the reputation and the integrity of our educators because they have conducted themselves exactly as they should, appropriately, throughout this entire process.
Mabins' attorney says the recent motion from SPS is disturbing.
What's interesting is the Springfield school system, their employees, Nate Thomas and Scott Phillips and Josh Scott, they testified and provided the evidence upon which the judge made a finding that SPS had engaged in fraud and malice and collusion. They had harmed my client. So what's interesting is Springfield is basically writing the testimony of its own employees. And it makes no sense. It is totally disingenuous and inappropriate.
Both parties agree that precedent is important, just for different reasons.
It's too late about Kylan. He's already been harmed, as have his parents, Sean and Darlene. But what happens next time to the next student? If you're going to double down on a failure to comply with your own policy because of fraud and malice.
When you think about the decision of one student athlete or one family to transfer due to undue influence, there are implications for an entire team or school of students. It's about so much more than any one person.
As of now, Mabins is able to play this Friday when Glendale travels to Kickapoo in Mabins' first return since he transferred. Reporting live in Springfield, Parker Padgett, Color 10 News.